the tendons of the mind, to use the mind to be able to think more in layman terms, not to make this too complicated as some of my new sort of what you can call acquaintances, who they are, whoever they are. It goes like this. I have to remember what I was talking about. How somebody sees something. But I'm only one-dimensional. In language, I'm English. That's it. I'm English. Whatever I hear from somewhere else is another language. That would be a secondary language. Will I be able to understand the definition in their word, in my language? Their definition, my definition, will it tell me exactly what it is unless I'm counting all the way to 9? And my chair, I'd like to be able to get and sit. Would you like to let me into my chair there? You see, because I'm doing this number right here. I'm working on this number, 6-9, and that's what I got my cat doing over there. Chopping his 6-9 off. There you go. I'm working on 6-9. I'm working on the 9 lives of the cat, and I've got my cat doing spread eagle. So what happens in the spread eagle? You got the 2 legs that are separated apart, right? 5 and 5. And on the inside with the 1 body, never forget the body, right? Never forget the body and the mind, the stability of 1 leg, holding the leg in the center. You know, the 5 toes are also helping. 5 toes up there are just relaxing, you know. And he's cleaning, gathering the information. So let's work at this information. I want to bother you a little bit, my friend, because I want to sit down. Let me explain to you this information. I'm going to be posting this video on what I did over here. I'm fooling around with the Tesla 369, okay? And it takes you, soit être toi. I may not say it proper in French. Maybe you should get a translator. Maybe we should understand the poetry that I bring to these numbers, that I bring to the energy that comes out with Tesla. You know, testicles, East LA. Is it a setup over here or is it over there? How come between here and there there's a T? In Spanish, para aquí, para allá. One is with a QU, one is para allá. The words and the sounds, yeah, I ripped this out. I was working on the 1, 2, see the bricks, the different kinds of bricks. This is, I should just jump into this, or should I, let me finish with Tesla. Okay, so we see the 2 inside designs create the 55. Inside here, I see 2 more or less brackets. Inside of here, I see a fine line. Inside, I see a point. So what's the difference between a fine line and a point? What's the difference between a point and a fine line? Look, they're both straight up. Half a box here, half a box there. When you bring them together or separate them apart, it looks like 44. Take a check out in the center, all the differences in the center. You're coming up with the letters H and I. H and I. The completed design over here is a 7 and a 3-sided triangle for 7 and 3, if you want to look at it that way. It's made up of a 7 to create the 7, right? Anyways, let's not. I don't want to confuse this with, let's go with Tesla. The word Tesla, okay, my camera is way too close. I have to hold my, just give me this here. No. Okay, that's better. Let me get the cord out of my way. The word Tesla, set it up over here, East LA. It's just a test. East LA test, East. EA is OST. OST. O is 6, 6, 19. Okay, now what does any of that mean? What is the 6? What is the 6? Well, it could be the 6th letter is the F king. Or it could be the 1, because on a cube it's 1 and 6, which is reverse. It could be the ass king. It could be the ass king or the fucking ass king for it. The IT system, where everything is associated with these 4, creating the IT. Letters IT, letters HI, all kinds of letters. Inside 6 and 9 here, Where do we have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do we have 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's the difference? These two are the difference. These two are the difference. Okay? These two are the difference between 6 and 9. So what should we do over here? We should get one of our friends, right? And we're going to put an extra dot and an extra circle over here. And now what do we look like? That's right. We now look like the cube. We now look like the cube. Okay? We now look like the cube over here, where we have 6 and 1 on the cube. First, for the card in 2 games, where the cube in the center. Cube includes the center. So let's include cube games where cubes are used. Okay? Or where we can use a game where, what is 9? Well, 9 can be a completion. Where's the marking? I wanted to show you the value of 9. Just take it easy. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let me look for number 9. I was looking for number 9. I had oh, here's the special design. Here's 3. Here's 6. But in the dice cubes, right? In the dice cubes, 3 is showing me 2, 6. Look what happens when I put 3 on this angle. What's happening to 6? 6 is running this way and this way. But when I put the 3 on the other angle, okay, if I put the 3 on the other angle, let me get this 3 over here instead of this angle. If I put the 3 to this angle, okay, what happens? What happens? See the 6? I put the 3 on this angle. Look at the 6. It's going this way. It's going this way here. Okay, it's going that way there. Still going the same way. Okay, but what if I went to the card, the 3 card? Let me get my pen. The 3 card is made up, well, it's not actually like that. It's actually more like that. Here's the 3 card right over here. You'd have 1, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the in-between space, both spaces. You know what? You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely 9. You have the lower, you have the middle, you have the top. There's a total of 9. You don't see it. The empty space of a cube is 9. 9, 9, 9. The only spaces occupied that are actually used, okay, is 3 and 3, plus the 1 in the center. And then when you turn it on this side, we never use these two when we use these two. Never the same. It's always 7 of 9, 7 and 9. And that's why this cube's 77. This is where Christ comes in, 77. So your empty space, or all and everything, is 9. So if everything and all is 9, then 0 plus 4 equals to 4. 4 plus 9 equals to 13. Okay, equals to 13. Let me just get that up there. And 1 plus 3 equals to 4. And where does that world come in? 1 plus 3. Where do I find that world? Where do I find that world? Did I put it down on here on paper? Well, I'm just going to redesign it again. But the addition world is right here. How we measure the circumference. The multiplication world is right over here. So if you're using this world is known as 2, 4, 6, 8. This world is known as 1, 3, 7, 9 coming together in the 5 position. They all feed into this 5 position to nourish 2, 4, 6, and 8. Here's my 6 and 9 coming together, showing me the percentage. One world, see this one's going this way? They're both going the same way. They're both going the same way. Can I draw this 9 by going the opposite way? Is it possible for me to draw the 9 this way? No. Is it possible for me to draw the 6 this way? No. This is an obligation to go clockwise with both 6 and 9. What's happening to 7? Well, 7 is counterclockwise because you need to do this to get your 7. If it was number 5, right? If it was number 5, it would be counterclockwise, counterclockwise. If it be number 2, it'd be clockwise. And then counterclockwise. So what would number 5? Maybe I didn't draw the 5 problem. But anyways, you get what I'm saying, right? It's got to be this way, the design, because that's the formation. Anyways, let me get more into the block, the cube, the square, the addition, the multiplication. When you meet in the center over here, the addition is in the center of this block. The multiplication is on the outside corners to your circle. Okay? You have area space obligations. After that, everything else is in between. So if you're going to measure a circle, you have the inside of the circle and the outside. What is the thickness of the core? So your circle would have to be the inside circle, the dot. First the dot is your 360. Then you go around the dots. And then you go around the dot. And then you go around the dot. So here's your dot. And you have to measure the dot from 4 areas for your area space. So automatically your 360 has to take up this minimum area space. That is your first 360. But the first 360 has to come from the meeting point in the center here for each 4 of these to be 360, equaling to your 1440 square time around. Now if I was to put a center in that, I would now have 9 areas. My area space would be larger. Wouldn't I need more time? You go around this, we have 12. We go around this, we have 9. This is only telling me that the birth in the heavens, 9 and 8, and 12 and 4. Father D, the high birth, to the heavens birth. Here you're going to have a total of 9. Here you're going to have a total of 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 4 equals to 16. This is where your phi ratio comes out. Let's go 4 divided by 3, 3 divided by 4. Anyways, there's a whole mathematical thing that I should do inside this. The value of 3 is actually 2. The reverse side is 1 and 2. Actually, the reverse side of this is 3, making it red. I'm making it red because the pool ball is red. And 11 also is the pool ball is red, so now we got red on red. We also have number 23, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. As number 11, 11 on the clock matches the same thing. And 11 and 49 equal to 60, and 60 and 49 is for the word green and go. 7, we're missing the dot in the center over here. You saw what I did over here. You saw how I created the cube. You see how you see the H here. You see how you see the I here. You see how I'm now going to bring in this little new thing that I'm going to show you in the next video, that this is this separated. That's all this is. See, there's a difference between 7, 8, and 9, and 1, 2, and 3. There's a big difference. On a cube, 7 has a meaning. It's a void. 8 is a void. 9 is the entire cube. So 8 actually, 8 should be with 1. 7 should be with 2. 8 should be with 1. So this first number over here will equal 23. The second number here will equal to 17. The next one over here will equal to 19, or 5, 8, and 1. H, A, and E. I don't want to say what I think it means or what it could mean. What it definitely says is this is the electronic matrix world right over here. 81 is from Venus, is the angel residency. Angel residency could be for our memories of who we are here on Earth. Venus standing for the B world. 8 and 5 and 1. Okay, on the cross, okay, 5 and 8 are down below center, irrelevant to the blue world. H always brings in the birth into the E world, angels, E world angels. He, man, he. Stand on 17, the 19 spirit, the red sun, the spirit. Why did I change all these O's to something else? Because the O is the totality of the 9. So I put the totality of the 9 here. It has to be with 0. Therefore, it has to be with 10. 9 and 1 is 10, means it's whole. 10 means it's whole. It's everything. It's 10. I was looking at the word bonfire pit, and it's just so funny that the word bond or to bond, 17, 31, 35, and the bond and the moon. The bond and the moon. Okay, the bond and the moon. It's very, very funny. Energy, fire, 38, 73, and the sun. The sun and the sun and the moon. Anyways, Raphael, this video is way too long. Thank you for watching. The end.